I remember there was an incident where I was working in Tuensang district in Nagaland, and within a span of 1 month, if I'm not wrong, there were 4 suicides of young people from the very small town of Tuensang town. And that was something that struck me a lot, as in like people battling mental health and not realizing that they are going through mental health problems. So I did my master's in social work, and I ended up choosing medical and psychiatry as my specialization. When we started off 10 years back, there was hardly anything on mental health. People were not talking about mental health at all. There was hardly any conversations that was happening around mental health in institutions or places or churches or anything like that. So I think that was one basic thing of how are we going to start talking about it, and leaving out the technicalities of the terminologies and all. How do we make it as simple to have conversations for lay people to start talking about mental health? That was one major challenge, as in for us, that we thought of. So it was starting with the schools. So we have a series of sessions with the students. So it can be ranged from understanding themselves, understanding mental health, the various issues that they go through, as in stress or issues about relationships, substance abuse, bullying, issues of relationship in the sense of like finding like partners, or even with relationship with their families, and a lot of other issues that young people go through. Initially, we used to work with independent churches, but we realized that limits are reached. So what we're doing right now is we have our networks with the bigger umbrella of the church associations, where whenever they train for, especially we've been working very closely with the WSBAK, the Western Sumi Baptist Church Association.
First, we had these children pastors, the children pastors who are full-time workers who are working with the children. And also we did camps. We had these counseling camps. So through counseling camps, we were able to reach out to teenagers who came for the camp. We also engaged the Serendip Guardian during our Sunday school teachers training, because our Sunday school teachers, they ought to know about mental health of our children as they teach in the Sunday school. So Serendip Guardians and WSBK, we work together hand in hand.
If you know some of your friends struggling with addiction problem, please put your...
From the time that I can remember till now, over a period of 10 years, the maximum number of people who walk in are young people, youths. So with that mindset, what we do is we do a lot of program which is activity-based programs, and we involve them actively, that they think, they write, they draw. We show them posters. Sometimes we also do open mic where they bring in their talents, and also they bring in their stories. We listen to each other's stories. These are different ways that we do.
So this exercise is to let us also understand and know that, see, when it comes to addiction, you already know that it's not just a personal issue. It's a community issue, it's a society issue. Samson is like this. How is Samson?
Like
Yes. And then Tiger, how should Tiger be? Okay.
When I was volunteering with Serendip, I assisted Bukatuli during 2 of their sessions, which was with inmates in a jail in Dimapur. And I think I learned through their leadership about the kind of person that I want to be in case one day I get to lead my own initiatives or do my own work.
in terms of my experience working with a community is just to kind of break down the things for the community ki, this is mental illness, this is mental health. I think that's even that first step is something that people are actively working, and oftentimes people are not very much aware about mental health, the mental health setup, or even the different forms of interventions that comes up when it comes to mental health. To the children.
Similarly with the college students as well, it's like we do multiple sessions with them. The other aspect is also they, in terms of interning with us as a part of their studies. So it's where it's not just focused on learning skills and knowledge as professionals in their studies, but also identifying themselves, finding their strength.
It was, I think, beyond my expectation. I always thought therapy was going to be, of course, I knew that a therapist was like a professional, but I thought it would also be like talking to a friend. But I think heading into it, I realized that it was much more technical than that. I also didn't realize that I would open up that much, that I would be very immersed in it, I would be very comfortable with it. So I think it was I had a very good first impression, and eventually it was smooth sailing from then on for me.
Serendip Guardian has made us aware, they have made us know that mental health is a problem or it's a disease where the kids, the parents and even the teachers are not aware of it. So it's Serendip Guardian who has made us know that this is a problem, this can be a disease, we should know how to handle this.
It's still an initial stage in our state, but as much as possible, if we incorporate all these areas in our daily life, because a lot of students are going through the stress and depression, they diagnose themselves, and that is something which is still quite harmful for the youth. So a lot of things to be done together, and I look forward to collaborate more for any program that comes up with the Serendip Guidance, and we're always willing to support them.
When it comes to safe space, we have certain programs, but there are a few that I want to mention. Is we have Messed Up Nights, where we talk about our stories, not only the success stories, but the stories that we fail. We have a Beat Cafe, where we bring people together, get to know them, and build a support among themselves as well, not just with us, but among themselves as well, and to build that support system within their within the safe space among themselves as well. And also we have Story-ish, where we use storybooks of different kind. It can be a children's story, or we also use our indigenous stories that we have, and we have writers from Nagaland who has their stories, so we bring those books and then we conduct this kind of programs with them. Yeah. So this has been our approach.
Looking at it, we've come a long way. As in, initially we had to go run from door to door saying that, we're doing something like this, would you be interested in having a session for your students or for your church members or things like that. Now I think like it's people calling us saying that we're doing this program, why don't you come and be a part of it, why don't you come and be a counselor for our session. When we're talking about research in the field of mental health, it's like proper studies that are done in the field of mental health in our region. It's like we can say that there is nothing at all. So that's one area that we would want to explore, so that we can have more, even if we're designing programs for people, individual, when they grow up, they can develop mental health problems. We would always want setting up proper rehabilitation centers around in the state, who actually are going through mental health issues, to come heal and, bounce back to the society.
What's going on here? I can see it.
Now check here. Are you familiar with your card? Okay, good job. Moon. Is it moon?
6, right? Okay. Second number. Okay, are you ready?